Good morning. Good morning. Hi there. Welcome to practice today. Oh my gosh, it's already been a busy morning. And so I myself need it. Oh, and what's this? Oh, my crystals from my crystal mandala. And I'm going to move those out of the way because I find it distracting to have stuff over there. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Thanks for coming today. Hello, folks. All right. So we're going to get into it. And today I already had, good morning, Christy. Hi there, Priestess Rising. Hey, Paris. Oh, my poor Paris. Yes, go ahead. Just lay there and relax. And hello, Priestess Mary Beth. It's good to see you too. We're going to be sending a little extra energy to you today, Paris. Love you. And also to Nui, as well as my sister, as well as everyone else who's struggling with COVID right now. It's like everywhere. There's been something like a between 25 and 35% increase this past 14 days. So if you're out there, be careful, um, just remember that sometimes it's good to pull back and withdraw from the world a little. Good morning, Lilith. I already had a Baba Yaga moment this morning. I wanted to share it. I was on a call, a tech call. It was a group call, and there was this man, and it was four women and this man. And the one woman was explaining things to us, and the man kept interrupting her, kept insisting on his question. He didn't understand his question. Then the woman explained it three times. Then she suggested he schedule a private call because he just couldn't get it through his head. And then the other two women were sitting there, and they tried to help, and I tried to help. And finally, I just said, I'm going to just suggest that we move on right now because you've already been given the information about how to schedule a private support call. There are three other women waiting here for answers to our questions. We only have 45 minutes and we've already used 30 of them on this one question. So, and he was like, well, that's rude. And I was like, I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to be timely with what we're doing here. And you've taken up quite a bit of time already. So the woman who was running the call, I could see the relief on her face. She immediately muted him, went on with her presentation, gave the rest of the, presentation it's her full attention. And then he tried to come at the end and say something like, well, I just, feel like I'm scared to ask questions now because this woman doesn't seem to want me to talk. And I was just like, okay, no, I'm going to go now. I'll see you later. Click. Just got off the call. The amount of male entitlement to feeling like they are always and forever allowed to be the baby and get all the attention in the room is staggering to me. And then when a woman, even politely, I was very polite, tries to kindly reroute that and say, hey, that not just all about you, my guy, um, could not handle it. Literally, just could not handle it, exploded. Whew. So that wasn't even my full capacity for Baba Yaga, which has gotten stronger the farther I go into perimenopause. Morning, Christina. I mean, I could go farther with my Baba Yaga powers, but why? So, anyway, that's today. That's where I'm at. Gonna call on her power and try to pull my energies back into my heart. Yeah, exactly. Just sometimes, Lilith says that male entitlement sometimes is just rough to deal with. It really is. It really is. And it's just exhausting. So glad that I can be here with you all. and for us to center ourselves in our day, in our personal authority, and in our sublime practice of Guanyin. And I was sitting there thinking about it afterwards, like, you know, being peaceful and being compassionate does not actually mean being passive. And I think it's really important for women to remember that, because this whole language about the feminine, which means basically being disempowered and passive, is completely false. And it's out there spiraling out of control to where women think that in order to be spiritually attuned, or to be spiritually inclined, or to be peaceful, or to be compassionate, or to be kind means to be passive or submissive, or to allow your voice to be taken away. My sisters, we've got our work cut out for us to be goddesses on earth. Thank goddess that Baba Yaga is here. And Marvell points out, Baba doesn't give a rip about the ego. That's right. Thank you, Marvell, for that wonderful tidbit of Baba Yaga's wisdom. So we're going to chant to her, and we're going to get into it today, and we're going to read a card, and we're going to pull in our life force and our energy and say, okay, I'm allowed to be right here. All right. Crone mother, bone mother, healer, seer, witch, secret keeper, screech owl, mighty wolf, bitch, Baba Yaga, bright dawn, Baba Yaga, red sun, Baba Yaga, midnight, Baba Yaga, black sky woman, keep me safe within your sight, keep me on the path of right. We're going to dive into the Sacred Hag's Oracle. What wisdom does Baba Yaga feel that we need to hear today? The Wild Child's Prophecy is our card for today. And what a beautiful card. The Wild Child's Prophecy. I love how she's adorned with the flower of life. Okay, card number 37. Hope. Young children and elders are the wisest amongst us, friends. It's the in-between when we forget who we are, when we go through the arduous processes of learning and unlearning. Consider the infinite hope in a well-cared-for child's eyes. There's such good medicine in that innocent wild wonder only known by the very young and the very old. What if you had your whole life stretching so long before you? What if time moved so slowly that a day felt like a year? Approach this day as a hopeful babe would, and you will find much, much joy in the longer moments. Whatever your query, whatever weighs on you now, view this as a child would. What advice would the most unbitter heart give you? I love this card. You know, this is so relevant because to have to stand up for oneself, to have to push up against that patriarchal encroachment through our lives, it does give us the risk of becoming bitter. And Baba Yaga is not bitter. She's joyful. She giggles. She has fun with things. She's not like a mean, bitter kind of like gnarled crone. She's actually spry and joyful. She's specifically sexual. She's specifically open. She fears nothing and no one. She is fully who she is. And to be able to reconnect with that inner child light, a little girl on the playground, if, the boys start to push her or tease her or do things, a strong, smart little girl on the playground will be like, stop it, you're bothering me. That's annoying. And just skip off and go play with her friends. She doesn't give 2 moments thought to what the boys are going to think after she sets her boundary and walks away. That's what I need today. I've set the boundary. Time to walk away. And there's no reason for us to feel like, and this is actually part of the mythos that we need to dismantle. This mythos that the feminine is sort of like always floating and closes her eyes to injustice and is always of service to the masculine. We need to let go of that. That is not true. It is a lie. In fact, we also need to let go of the idea that to be feminine is to be those things. We are allowed to be women in our laughing, strong power. We are allowed to be happy and unburdened by the petty tyranny of those who would encroach on our freedoms. We are allowed to laugh our way through revolution. We will bring about the best revolution laughing. It's actually our laughter. In the Tibetan tradition, it's the laughter of the Dakinis that dismantles the egoic clinging to delusion. And it's the laughter that's both joyful and semi-wrathful. The semi-wrathful laughter is like, okay, whatever. The joyful laughter is what happens when we gather together and we let ourselves be whole and in charge of ourselves, and no one is bossing us around or trying to containerize us or tell us what to do. That's when we tap into that little girl on the playground energy that is so valuable. And I really see the wisdom in this divination that the youngest of maidens and the eldest of crones have that laughter in common. So today, let's conjure our laughter. Let's conjure that inner child energy and allow ourselves to play our way through revolution in our lives and in this world. And that's our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. Now, let's dive into practice. We're going to start with 3 prostrations before the Shrine of Guanyin. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that would benefit from today's practice. And today we're holding Paris and Nuit, we're holding Leah, and we're holding anyone else who is down with COVID right now and suffering through it. May your symptoms abate quickly. May your immunity rise after this. May you have no lingering ill effects. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. And, well, thought I lost my lighter for a minute there. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Guan Xiyin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa, calling out to Guan Yin, who is always here, listening and supporting when we go through times that rattle our inner peace. Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa. Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa. Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa. Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa, Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa, Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa, Namo Guan Xiyin Pusa, Namo Guan Shi Yin 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 Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. And our prayer to Yeshit Sogyal. Ying chukta ki somo karchanza dusum kunchen pe majungye ki sangso dutbo dechen Sogyal mar so wadub so chuktun nudrup so. Mother of space, foremost of Dakinis, Lady Karchanza, gatherer of the vast secret treasury of Padmakara, knower of all that past, present, and future, Mother Tsogil, great bliss queen, to you we pray. Grant us cities, ordinary and supreme. Ying chuktaki somo karchanza, dusum kunchempe majingeki, sangso dupo dechen so gyalmar, so wadub so chuktun nudrup so. 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum, sending out our healing light to all of our sisters and all those struggling with COVID. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechin Yeshe Wangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jingye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And wishing everyone a good day of embracing that inner child. Laugh off the little stuff and keep on rolling. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.